Hey everyone, welcome back. Dave and Lisa here. Night 2 with the Ninja Foodi Grill. You may have already seen we did a great steak last night. Tonight we are doing chicken tenders. Yes, we got picked up fresh pieces of chicken at the store, and then Lisa was gracious enough to use Italian panko crumbs on there, so you get a little bit of close up on that. All she did was egg wash. And then the Italian panko has a lot of nice seasoning in there, so she didn't have to add any additional salt or pepper. She did add a little bit of extra paprika to bring out a little bit of extra flavor. So that's where the chicken is. And then we're also going to do the green beans that we did on night 1, but we're going to try them out in the air fryer tonight. So for now, let's go ahead and get this thing preheated. Let's turn our Ninja Foodi on, and then we are going to do air crisp. Okay, you want to start it at 390. We're going to do it at 400. And we're going to let it preheat. And then we're going to let it preheat, and we'll be right back. And making her first appearance in the video is Misty. Say hi, Misty. Oh, there we go. All right, the Ninja Foodi is ready to go, preheated. Let's open this bad boy up. Nice and clean on the inside. I do also want to note that when Lisa was preparing these, she dabbed a little bit of vegetable oil on them. We have this old grill brush on here that we'll put a little oil on, and we'll just dab it on there. That way the crumbs stay on. But that way there's also some sort of coating so it doesn't stick. Okay, so that's what the grill looks like on the inside. I've got 4 in there. I made sure they're not touching at all. We're going to shut this thing up. And then we're going to only put it on for 12 minutes, but we're going to flip them halfway through. And there we go. All right, we're about to check our chicken and flip it over, but we got our meat thermometer ready. And of course, we're trying to hit a temperature of 165. I don't expect it to be there when we open it up and check it, but we'll see how far along it's coming. All right, let's stop it right there. Oh yeah, already got a nice crust on it already. You can kind of hear it sizzling. Obviously, she ain't done yet. We're going to put these things over. And now some people we read said, you may want to dab a little bit more oil on it. You can kind of see the texture, how it's still a little bit wet from the oil and the juices. I don't think we need to put anything else additional on there. And the other part I'm happy about is that seasoning is really holding on there. There's no real, spots where the seasoning has fallen off, which is sometimes the case when you're breading things like that. So I think we're okay there. All right, so they've been in for about 4 more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check on them because they were pretty close to being done, and yeah, that's what we want to see. Looking good. They got a nice brown on both sides now. Yeah, I say we take them out, then we'll test out the temperature on the thermostat. All right, so we've just cut it open, and you can actually see it's still got a fair amount of juice on the inside. So given the fact that it measured out at almost 190, I thought maybe we had overkilled it, but still juicy. All right, 3rd degree burns on my tongue be damned. I'm going to try this half chicken tender out here. It's still surprisingly juicy. I thought for being that much over temperature, it might have been a little overdone, but again, as you can see, good amount of juice still in there. The panko was a good touch. And again, because it had the Italian seasonings, we didn't need to add any salt or pepper. Lisa made a good choice in adding some paprika, so you get that little bit of a extra tang on the back of your tongue there. Yeah, good call. So the first batch of the breadcrumbs was a success. Again, we did 10 minutes. We ended up doing 6 on 400 degrees, flipping them over, doing 4 more. And as we mentioned, we had done egg wash, and then Lisa rolled them in Italian panko breadcrumbs. I wanted to show them here so you at least know what she did. And these breadcrumbs, again, have herbs and spices already in them. So I know sometimes you'll see recipes where they'll say, oh, you want to add salt, pepper, Parmesan. The only thing she added was some paprika to bring out a little bit more, but she didn't have to add any of the salt and pepper. So that was good. So that was the first batch. We're going to make a few more. And then in a little bit, we're going to make some more green beans, and we're going to try those in the air fryer. All right, so while the next batch cooks, we have ones that haven't been oiled yet. We have Lisa has this big barbecue brush, and she's just got a little mixture here with oil, and what else is in there? Just
oil.
Just oil?
That's just residue.
Oh, and leftover seasoning. Gotcha. Okay, so just a little bit of oil, not much, but she's dabbing it on there. That way we don't have to pour oil into the grill. And yeah, looking good. And again, just a little bit onto the brush, and then dab it on top. And now, we're dabbing both sides. Well, we've already done one side, so that's why I don't see us flipping it over. But there you go. And that is the final batch. We made, I think, somewhere around 12 to 14 chicken tenders. The best setting, again, was 400 degrees, air crisp 6 minutes, flip them over and do another 4. Chicken tenders got nice and hot, juicy, and there you go. Now, we're going to shift our attention to the green beans. So we got some green beans here that we've just put a little bit of vegetable oil in, salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. We've got it on the air crisp setting, and we're going to put it on 400 degrees, and I've got the time on 8. I may just do it for 7, but we're going to let that preheat up, and then we will see how these bad boys turn out. Ready to go. Basket is heated up. Let's get our green beans here. Love hearing that sizzle. And then let's get our tongs out and just spread them out as much as we can. That way they're not really sitting on each other. That looks pretty good. So let's close it up. And again, the timer's set for 8 minutes. We'll probably stir them up halfway through, see how they're doing. And then hopefully they'll only take maybe 7, but 8 at the most. Okay, as you can see, we stopped the timer with about a minute left. So this is 7 minutes of cooking. And look at that. Oh, we got them nice. And we like our green beans a little bit more well done. When we did the steak last night, we did them in the grill. And this is kind of the consistency that we got them. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks good. Lisa's tried one, and through the heat, she said, it's good, through a burnt tongue. And they smell nice and cooked, too. They don't smell burnt, but they do smell like they've been charred. And so if you like that great grilled green bean taste, easy for you to say, these should do the trick. So let's try them out. All right, so now, the final step. Lisa's already tried them. She told me I got to try one out. It is piping hot. Yeah, and the surprising thing too is a lot of the oil has dripped out too. So I mean, they're not greasy, even though that we have lightly tossed them in the vegetable oil. There's just a little bit of it on the plate. But again, you got that, get a little bit of the texture there. You can see how it's kind of caramelized, especially at the end. Got a decent crunch to it on the ends and nice and tender in the middle. But again, it's got some good texture and it's got that just caramelized note right in the middle there. It's really, really good. And it's going to complement these chicken tenders well. So now, hold on. I think it's time for some dinner. So we got chicken tenders, again with Italian panko crumbs. And we got green beans, and we did them all in the air fryer. And I think it's time for dinner. So we're going to say goodnight, and we're going to go enjoy this. We'll see you next time.